Okay, these are all the things you'll need. This is the mask that'll come with your lesson, which has got to be cut out. You need your material for your mask, which is cut out from the pattern. Then you need some variety of tools to help you. You'll see how they go as we're going through it. You'll need some small manicure scissors or even some others, and some craft glue and a small sheet of cling wrap. Now what we first do is take your mask, you take it over to your pattern, you place it on there, take your texture and trace out that there. Then you take it to on the side of the mask, because this is all offcuts, and you trace out that out, and then you take it to the other foot. Doesn't matter which way, and you trace roughly. Actually, we put top on that and top on that. You'll see later, well and truly later down the track when we're stuffing. Those are inlays for the feet. Okay, come back over here, take my trusty Fiskars, and you've got to cut in fairly close to the edge. Later on you can go around and tidy it up. But see, when you cut that little piece off, that gets folded up, so you've got an extra stability for when you put your head on your body. So we'll go over here. They all need to be cut out, but what you end up with is one I did earlier, but you've got to make sure you haven't got any lips going around your mask. Okay, this one. Okay, we'll start to put the mask on. You take your material with the grain going that way, and this is very important that you get material that stretches both ways. Your pin, turn to the wrong side, and where you've got the pin for where the nose goes, I've marked it just so I can see where it goes. Turn your little neck thing up. Take your craft glue, and just run the glue in that first area. Don't do the whole head, just this little bit to start with. Just under the bottom lip and just above the eyes, and go right to the sides. Take your cling wrap, which I've folded in half and then in half again, and just smear that glue all over the area you're starting with. Make sure it's all over, because if there's no glue in any area, it won't stick. So you take and put it on square to your material, put your nose on your mark, hold your mask down tight and pull the material up, and pull the other side up. The glue will pretty well hold it and then you smooth the sides off before you start doing anything else. Make sure that's nice and smooth. Now you see the face starting to push through. Now, this is the part where you've got to be very patient and just keep pressing with the clean part of your cling wrap. You use your tools to press, and they won't always go in the first time. You've got to keep going back constantly, persuading it in. See, those eyes will always pop back out again, always. So you've got to be at it and at it and at it. So give yourself plenty of time and space to keep at it, because if you miss that window, you won't be able to go back and do it again. So don't go answering doors or phones. 100% on your mask. Even the glue sticks to the cling wrap sometimes, and you've got to keep at it. If you just use your finger, it usually sticks, pulls the material out. Use the end, run it round as it's starting to stick. Make sure you poke it up, use the nail file to press into the lips to get that definition. Draw around the nose so you get it nice and tight in. The more definition you have on your mask, the better it looks. It just makes so much difference. It's starting to take now. That nose is starting to get a bit of definition, the mouth. The eyes we've got to keep at all the time. Use your nails or the tools. And just keep at it if it stays in place. And the eyes are starting to take effect now. The hardest part is to make sure those inner eyes stay in, because once you start painting your mask and you try and get some definition with your eyes, if those aren't stuck right in, it looks a bit strange, the finished product. So that's why you've got to take so much extra care and go over your others in case they've popped out. Okay, now we'll do the next stage. Pull the material down on the forehead Run your glue all over the forehead. Grab your cling wrap and smear it all over. And then pull your material up and then smooth it all around the top of the head. You can have a few puckers up the top here because the wig will eventually cover that, but just make sure you don't have too many wrinkles around the side where it could be seen. Now, I didn't say before either that this material, it doesn't really matter what colour you use, which makes it easier to buy it too, because you paint the whole face the brown colour that you want the finished product to be. So yeah, that's why I haven't got a brown material. Okay, and that's the forehead done. It's all done. Now we turn it over and we do the same to the chin. Make sure you've got a fair bit of glue around the neck crease there, because that's the hardest part in this part to get stuck or to stick down. So you stretch it a fair amount that way to compensate for the side. Not easy to keep the puckers out. And then you use your cling wrap to hold it down while you're trying to straighten up around the side here. Keep persuading it out. Later on you can slowly tease a little bit of glue under there, of which I've obviously missed. And it doesn't matter too if the glue shows through, because the paint will go over that. Need a little bit there as well. Just add some more. This I find is the hardest part to get. Make sure you don't have any creases around this part, because that will be visible in the finished product. So while you're doing that, all the time you've got to hold this crease in the neck up until it takes, which is not easy. See how it pops up if you leave it, so you've just got to keep at it all the time until it takes, the same as you did with the eyes and the concave parts that just need extra persuasion.
To edit.